Hello everyone, my name is Hector, lead artist for Ubisoft's recently released game Clash of Beasts. I'm very excited to be here on our first Dev Diary video to talk about one of the game-defining features, that's no other than our mighty beasts. In our first Dev Diary video, we'll be talking about the first beast you encounter in the game. The Tier 1 beasts, Vorgoth, Shadeskill, and Elantara. First, let's talk about Vorgoth. Vorgoth is a tank beast aligned to Vorg, the god of fire and destruction. In the game, each beast is aligned to a specific god. These are Vorm, Theras, Gaia, Hala, and Slurn, and that's what we call an affinity. Vorgoth is a demon from the lower world that has been trapped in the new world for a long time. Vorm itself brought him into the fold as another beast in his fiery arsenal to fight against his longtime enemy Slurn. Vorgoth can cause a lot of destruction with some of his skills, but as a tank, he needs to resist damage too. His spell, Explosive Shield, provides him a nice defense boost for a short period of time and ends with a massive destruction blast. We really wanted to make Vorgoth look aggressive, so you'll see a lot of spikes and claws all over his body. We gave him horns and wings as elements that help us identify him also as a demonic creature. Since Vorgoth is one of our first beasts we can play with, we wanted to clearly identify his god affinity. For that same reason, all our beasts are color-coded. In this case, with red and orange, the colors that resemble with Vorm, the god of fire. Let's now check out the second beast, Shadeskill. Shadeskill is a mage beast with an affinity of Slurn, the god of shadows and death. It isn't known if its 3 heads came from a twisted essence experiment in the old precursor laboratory where it was found, or if Slurn evolved it like that. What really matters is that this is not a creature you want to mess with. As a mage, Shadeskill is all about area damage. With its spells Tail-Lash and Dark Lance, it can easily wipe out an entire set of enemy towers. With Shadeskill, we wanted to create a dark creature that represents chaos. In this case, a mage class, which has the ability to shoot 3 projectiles at the same time, gave us the idea of creating a 3-headed beast. That works perfectly well with the creepy characteristic that we always want on Slurn creatures. The main color, in this case purple, serves the purpose of identifying its god influence to Slurn. Lastly, we are taking a look at Elantara, the silver dragon. The new world has a tremendous variety of dragons, including many metallics, but none are so unique as Elantara, the silver dragon. Elantara embraced Hala, the god of light and hope, and swore fealty to her cause for the rest of her life. It isn't known if this decision was taken under false promises or if there is a level of faith we can't simply understand. Elantara is an exceptional tank. Her abilities are less focused on damage and more on defense. For example, her skill Heavenly Impact will make her invulnerable and transform all the damage received into healing. She might seem very defensive, but her damage output is not a joke either. Definitely a beast to fear. The main feature of Elantara is her silver metallic skin. We combine this characteristic with yellow colored details to emphasize the light and the alignment she represents. She's majestic and noble, thus the elegant design. However, as a tank, we kept her bulky anatomy in mind. You will find light particles around Elantara, emanating the power infused by Hala herself, giving her a magical and powerful touch. Our main goal is to create creatures that you can visually enjoy. We want you to feel powerful and proud of having acquired that beast. Our ideas come to our heads by looking at a lot of references that come from many different sources as well as our own visual libraries. Adding our own creativity to the mix, we expect to get beasts that you will like. Our design philosophy always put the gameplay on top priority. With that, we mean by looking at the beast, for example, you should have no doubts about its god alignment since it's important in battle. We also respect some proportions and constraints that are necessary for the gameplay to work. We always try to be creative, but at the same time, we base our characters on something you can recognize. This is why a big amount of our beasts are based on real-world animals. Creating a beast is a collaborative process. Everything always starts with the design team providing the beast requirements such as class, god affinity, rarity, or if it goes on the land or the air. Along with that information, they will provide a short definition of what the beast can be, with some references and ideas. From there, the art team takes care of exploring different ideas in the concept art department. trying to accommodate our visual design to the designer's requirements. Aside from following some rules, like color codes for gods and detail level based on rarities, we also make sure that the piece looks attractive, its silhouette is interesting, and of course, some uniqueness and personality embedded on its design. That wraps up our first Death Diary video. I hope I was able to give you more information on how amazing our beasts are. Right now we are working on a lot of things for the game, and we're really excited to hear your feedback because many of you help us make the game better. Thanks for watching and see you on the next Death Diary video.